In the heart of ancient Mesoamerica, amidst the lush landscapes and sprawling cities, the Aztec civilization flourished with a profound understanding of the cosmos. At the core of their belief system lay a cosmology teeming with myths of creation and destruction, a continuous cycle of birth and rebirth that shaped their worldview. The Aztecs envisioned the universe as a dynamic entity, constantly in flux, with each cycle of creation bringing forth a new world, only to be consumed by chaos and reborn once more. Central to this belief was the concept of the five suns, representing the different epochs or eras of creation that preceded the world as they knew it. In the first era, Navi Ocelotl, or the four jaguar, the world was inhabited by giants and it was destroyed by jaguars. This cataclysm marked the end of the first sun and the beginning of a new cycle. The second era, Navi Ehecatl, the four-wind, was characterized by fierce winds that swept across the land, toppling trees and wreaking havoc. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god, created humanity during this time, but the world met its end in a great hurricane. The third era, Navi Quiautl, the four-rain, was defined by relentless rainfall that inundated the earth, leading to a great flood. Tlaloc, the rain god, presided over this era, but even his power could not prevent the inevitable destruction. The fourth era, Navi Atl, the four-water, saw the world engulfed by water as rivers overflowed their banks and oceans swallowed the land. This deluge spelled the end of another cycle of creation, leaving nothing but a watery abyss. As the remnants of the fourth sun dissolved into the cosmic void, the divine realm stirred with anticipation. Among the celestial expanse, the Council of the Gods convened, presided over by the primordial deity Ometeotl, the embodiment of duality and unity. Ometeotl, the dual creator, whose essence encompassed both masculine and feminine energies, sat upon a throne of cosmic balance, their presence radiating harmony and purpose. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, possessed wisdom and creativity, his serpentine form intertwining with the celestial energies. Tezcatlipoca, the god of the night sky, exuded power and mystery, his obsidian gaze piercing through the veils of reality. Tlaloc, the bringer of rain, adorned with jade and turquoise, commanded the waters and nourished the earth. And Huitzilopochtli, the warrior god, brandishing his obsidian blade. Gathered in the celestial realm, the gods surveyed the remnants of the previous world, where echoes of destruction still reverberated through the cosmic tapestry. They spoke in tones that resonated with the rhythms of creation, discussing the need for a new beginning, a fresh canvas upon which life could flourish once more. Quetzalcoatl, with his keen insight, spoke of the potential held within the chaos, the seeds of creation hidden amidst the void. Tezcatlipoca, ever enigmatic, whispered of the necessity of sacrifice, the offering of the divine essence to fuel the fires of renewal. Tlaloc, with somber determination, vowed to replenish the earth with life-giving waters, ensuring the fertility of the new world. And Huitzilopochtli, his voice thundering with conviction, swore to defend the fledgling sun against the forces of darkness. United in purpose, the gods pledged their divine energies to the task at hand, knowing that their sacrifice would pave the way for a new dawn of creation. And so, amidst the celestial expanse, the Council of the Gods embarked on the journey to weave the fabric of reality anew, guided by the ancient rhythms of the cosmos. As the Council of the Gods deliberated, the realization dawned that the birth of a new world required sacrifice unparalleled in its magnitude. With solemn determination, each deity stepped forward, prepared to offer a part of themselves to fuel the flames of creation. Quetzalcoatl, the wise and compassionate, began the ritual of sacrifice, offering his blood as the vital essence to imbue the new world with vitality and life force. With a ceremonial blade forged of celestial jade, he made the first incision, letting his divine blood spill forth, anointing the cosmic canvas with the promise of growth and renewal. Tezcatlipoca, shrouded in mystery and shadow, followed suit, offering his foot as bait to capture primordial Chipactli. He attracted the ever-hungry beast, who leaped out of the very depths and bit off the foot. At this moment, Tezcatlipoca attacked Cipactli, ripping him in half and creating the earth and the sky. Tlaloc, the bearer of rains and harbinger of fertility, contributed his flesh to nurture the burgeoning world. With solemn grace, he offered himself to be consumed by the primordial flames, his essence mingling with the elements to sustain the cycle of life and death, growth and decay. Lastly, Huitzilopochtli, the fierce warrior and guardian of the sun, offered his heart, the seat of his divine power, to ignite the flames of creation and illuminate the cosmos. With a resolute gaze, he plunged his obsidian blade into his chest, wrenching forth his beating heart, a blazing beacon of light amidst the darkness. Together, the sacrifice of the gods infused the cosmic void with the raw materials of creation, their blood, bones, flesh, and heart intermingling to form the building blocks of the new world. And as their divine essence merged with the fabric of reality, the celestial realm trembled with the echoes of their sacrifice, heralding the dawn of a new era. With the sacrifice of the gods complete and the sacred elements offered to fuel the flames of creation, the celestial realm hummed with anticipation as the cosmic dance of birth and renewal unfolded. In the heart of this cosmic crucible, the essence of creation blazed with incandescent brilliance, a beacon of divine potential awaiting its moment of fruition. And then, from the swirling chaos emerged the radiant form of the fifth sun, Tonatiuh, the sun god, whose golden rays illuminated the universe with their celestial glow. With a triumphant roar, Tonatiuh ascended into the heavens, his fiery chariot blazing a trail across the sky as he embarked upon his eternal journey. With each passing moment, he bathed the world in his radiant light, banishing the shadows of chaos and ushering in a new era of life and vitality. And so, with the birth of the fifth sun, the cycle of creation was complete. The world reborn from the ashes of the old, guided by the luminous presence of Tonatiuh, the sun god, whose radiant gaze illuminated the cosmos with the promise of a brighter tomorrow. With the foundational elements of the new world laid bare, the Council of the Gods turned their attention to the creation of humanity, the stewards of this burgeoning realm. Drawing upon the sacred relics of their sacrifice, they began the intricate process of fashioning mortal forms from the divine essence infused within their bones. Quetzalcoatl, the wise and benevolent, took upon himself the sacred duty of retrieving the bones of the previous world's inhabitants from the depths of the underworld. Descending into the shadowy realms beneath the earth, he ventured into the domain of Mictlantecutli, the Lord of the Dead, navigating the treacherous labyrinth of the underworld with steadfast determination. Amidst the echoing chambers of the underworld, Quetzalcoatl encountered the spirits of the departed, their ethereal forms flickering like candle flames in the darkness. With reverence and solemnity, he beseeched them to relinquish their earthly remains, to allow their bones to serve as the foundation for a new era of life. Moved by Quetzalcoatl's words and guided by the unseen threads of destiny, the spirits offered their bones as a sacred gift to be woven into the new creation. Returning to the celestial realm, Quetzalcoatl presented the bones to his fellow gods, the relics of the past imbued with the potential for a future yet to unfold. With skillful hands and divine craftsmanship, they fashioned mortal forms from the sacred bones, shaping them in their own likeness, yet imbuing them with the spark of individuality and free will. And so, from the ashes of the old world and the remnants of forgotten souls, humanity was born, their spirits infused with the divine essence of the gods. With a gentle breath, the Council of the Gods bestowed upon humanity the gift of life, setting them upon the fertile earth to walk the path of destiny and shape the course of the new world. Thus, amidst the cosmic tapestry of creation, humanity emerged as the heirs to a legacy forged in sacrifice and rebirth, destined to navigate the ever-turning wheel of fate with courage, wisdom, and the eternal flame of divinity burning within their hearts. With humanity now woven into the fabric of the new world, the Council of the Gods bestowed upon them a sacred purpose, a divine mandate to honor and sustain the intricate balance of the cosmos. The Aztecs knew that the stability of the universe relied upon the continuous nourishment of the gods, whose energies sustained the delicate web of life and death, growth and decay. Through ceremonies of prayer and sacrifice, the Aztecs sought to appease the gods and honor their sacrifices. From the towering pyramids of Tenochtitlan to the humble altars of remote villages, the echoes of devotion resounded as priests offered incense, flowers, and precious treasures to the gods. Blood flowed freely upon the sacred stones, a potent symbol of life's vitality and the eternal cycle of sacrifice and renewal. And so, generation after generation, the Aztec people embraced their divine purpose with reverence and humility, understanding that their existence was intertwined with the fate of the cosmos. In the rhythms of the sacred calendar, in the swirling mists of the celestial realms, the legacy of the Aztec gods lived on, their sacrifices echoing through the ages as a reminder of humanity's role in the eternal dance of creation. And as the sun rose anew each day, casting its golden rays upon the earth, the Aztec people stood as guardians of the cosmos, bound by duty and destiny to sustain the world for generations yet to come.